Hello Barlow. Ça va, ça va. Tranquille. Là. Et toi? Hey Stig, j'entends pas. J'ai pas le son, mais je suis là. Okay, alors, this evening we keep going on that background. I realize that horse, we see that horse a little bit too much, so I'm gonna change it. Hey Dame Hébert, Dame Hébert, je suis soulagé de voir ton nom. J'ai commencé un peu à m'inquiéter. Je sais pas pourquoi. Ça m'inquiétait de pas te voir sur mon stream. Comment tu vas? Est-ce que j'ai eu raison de m'inquiéter? Salut Mélivic. J'ai eu beaucoup de fatigue récemment, ouais, c'est ce que je me disais. Enfin, j'espérais en fait que ce soit juste ça en fait. Du coup, j'ai commencé une autre commande, hein, comme je t'avais dit. Dès que j'ai tes photos, j'attaque la tienne. Comment ça va? Ça va, ça va, ça va. Et toi, ça va? Salut Manu. Tu filmes mieux? Ah, c'est bien. C'est bien, c'est bien. Ça allait mais ça va plus. Ah. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a encore? Bon bah alors. J'ai reçu mon bulletin mardi, je sais plus. C'est bon à savoir que le taux de guérison est bon. C'est quand la dernière fois que j'ai streamé? C'était lundi ou mardi? Je me rappelle plus maintenant. C'était bien mardi, donc du coup... Oui, c'était mardi matin, donc on n'a peut-être pas su. Hein. Ouais, bah donc on savait pas. Je l'ai reçu et je suis contente, j'ai eu les félicitations, tout ça, mais j'ai jamais vu une telle hypocrisie dans les appréciations. Ah. C'est moi ou l'écran est vachement sombre? Parce que je sais que mon écran déconne vachement là, donc je sais, j'arrive pas à savoir si c'est vachement sombre chez vous aussi quoi. Ouais, j'ai mon écran qui est sur le point de péter, je pense, parce que je suis en mode nuit là, quasiment. Ouais, bon alors attends, je vais remédier à ça. Ah, c'est mieux. Salut Rico. Comment on va? Bon, et ça change un peu la musique là ou c'est toujours la même chose? Parce que c'est un petit peu chiant. C'est ça, ouais, le disque était rayé. Le disque de la musique que j'avais avant. C'était un petit peu tout le temps la même chose. qui ça, moi? Moi, ça va. Tu les parents en ce moment. Ah non, ils viennent pour la semaine. Ils repartent mercredi. Alors, oui, mon stylo doré. Donc je vais pas être très très vocal ce soir, hein, parce que bon, j'ai pas envie de faire trop de bruit. Tu devrais mettre ASMR. C'est quoi ça? Mais je sais pas pourquoi j'arrive plus à remettre des tags sur mes streams. Non. En tout cas, je connais pas le terme. Des sons soi-disant relaxants, genre bruit blanc. Il y a des streameuses qui en font des streams dédicacés en frottant des trucs et en faisant des bruits de bouche. Et donc, mes streams te font penser à ça? C'est parce que c'est relaxant. Ah, ah. Mais là, tout à coup, après, je vais me mettre à parler de mon jeu, ça sera plus relaxant du tout. Hein. C'est quand l'apparition de l'électricité déjà? 17ème, je me demande si je suis censé mettre des ampoules ou pas sur le lustre. Ouais, donc on va laisser tomber les lumières sur les ampoules au lustre. Please test my present with a bonsoir. Bonsoir. Shadow. C'est le bordel dans ce lustre en cristal là. Ouais, surtout que c'est assez flou quand même, puisque c'est un truc de loin. Donc je suis pas censé faire ça nickel, bien visible. C'est censé être derrière, quoi, mais il faut quand même qu'on reconnaisse ce que c'est. Donc je suis quand même obligé d'en faire un minimum. Ça, c'est pas très grave. Hein. Yo, that's good, Anne, and everyone some more wicked drawing. Thank you. How you doing, Booba? Buddha. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Just doing my job. Oh yeah, I spent a lot of time over there. $15 actually. 15. Came back 2006 already. 16, sorry. Already, can't believe it's that long that we came back to France. I must say, some people ruin it, but lovely countryside and shit. Yes, I mean, we have count everywhere, so doesn't change the country. the gloves. Stop the ink rubbing in your hand and missing drawing. That's what. Yeah. Yeah, it's more to protect the ink and the drawing from the acidity of my skin. So in that way, the ink later on won't turn other colors. Because that's what happened. I remember last winter I did draw a lot of cards for a game, and it was just black, and all the little drawings I made with my skin on the drawing, the black turned brown, and as soon as I had that on my hand, the ink didn't change the color. The color didn't change. So yeah, it's a good thing to have that to protect the drawing. And sometimes as well, the grease of your hand make the paper slippery, so the ball of your pen doesn't roll anymore because it's slippery, and then the ink doesn't come out. So that avoids that as well. So you have two advantages for the price of one. And I think it looks cool. So that drawing, for those who doesn't know, been commissioned by a writer that writes his own stories, and this character is the villain of one of those stories, and he's a father-in-law that wants to kill his daughter to get the money. Apparently, he don't have enough. He want more. I wonder who killed the mother of the child. So it is not a nice character. Tout le monde est bien silencieux. Okay. train de vérifier si le personnage se perd dans le décor, mais j'ai l'impression que ça va. T'as fini de jouer? Ah. L'autre jour je suis passé de voir, mais t'avais l'air trop occupé, t'as même pas vu que j'étais là. Non mais, je te dis, je suis passé chez toi l'autre soir. Et t'es tellement occupé à jouer l'autre soir que t'as pas vu que j'étais là. Bon, c'est pas grave, hein. Mon pauvre vieux. Ah d'accord. Mais j'ai pas vu ça. J'ai pas entendu. Oui, donc ça fait du monde, hein. D'accord. Eh ben dis donc. Oui, puis la map est grande aussi. C'est un sacré jeu, dis donc, il faut avoir une bonne bécane pour jouer à ce truc. Hein. Ouais, quand même. Ouais, c'est beau quand même. C'est un beau petit jeu. Ah, je connais pas. Je suis pas un gros gamer, moi, tu sais. Je m'y remets tout doucement avec la Switch. Puis en général, moi je suis plutôt jeu tranquille. Ah, c'est pas un jeu vidéo. J'avais bien aimé ma première campagne, mais ça date. C'est quoi alors? C'est un jeu de... C'est un jeu de figurines, c'est quoi? Jeu de rôle. Ah. Cyberpunk et médiéval. Oh, c'est... On a ça dans Maître Guerrier avec les ingénieurs. Mais bon, tu le sais déjà. Je pense que tu commences un peu à connaître l'univers Maître Guerrier depuis le temps. Je sais même pas quelle couleur est ce mur. On dirait bien qu'on a la moitié de fait. Hey, Billion Bubble, how you doing? Thanks for the raid. Monster raid. Hello, Coetas. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. And thank you for the follow. How you doing, guys? How was your stream, Mr. Billion? Your tasks, yeah. Hey, Celestia, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm not. It's not any tasks. It's Ox task. Welcome everybody to my channel. My name is Alan Barbeau. I'm the only ballpoint pen orc artist on Twitch. Well, you have an orc and a dwarf in the chat too now. Well, good. It was okay. I talked too much, but got to play with some dungeon tiles. That's nice. Oh, hey, if you don't know if you're a dwarf or an elf, you're tired, yes? Yeah, ballpoint pen orc artist over here, rare. Actually, I'm the only one that I know. You're a dwarf. Alright. Good. I'm an orc. Surprise! So today I'm working on the commission that I got from a writer. Hey! No idea how saying your name, but thank you for the follow. For my French stupid orc brain, your name is just some letters. Quakas is an elf. Oh, there is a lot of elves in there. You wear a dwarf beard, and Quaka is an elf. Oh, you paint. That's nice. Elmi, alright. Elmi, that's good for me. Thank you, Elmi, for your follow. You're welcome, 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 everyone. So if you like fantasy, you should be happy there. Hey, thank you for the stream as well, Oshing B. Because right now it's commission, and but you know, fantasy is gonna come back hard because I'm working on the card game that I'm creating, and I have 60 dungeon kind of cards to draw to work on that card game. Card game is gonna be very simple. The base game is gonna be like level 1, really easy for everybody, everyone, and it's gonna be all about, you know, finding treasure, fighting monsters, trying to avoid traps and find magic potion. Commission, awesome. I was just mentioning that you were making a card game. Yes, actually it's been since 2019 that I'm working on the war game, and there was some card over there as well for the common arsenal and all the magic object and technical objects. So that's something I did draw last year, but I'm about to start a new card game that's gonna be playing on its own, where you're looking for, you know, treasure in dungeons. So that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to start that. And but I keep having commission to do first, and that's frustrating because all the drawing is gonna be about, you know, secret passage and you know, closed doors and, you know, keys and, you know, all those stuff that you like to draw when you think about dungeon crawling game. And that the 60 card of those guys, and I can't wait to start. And this game is gonna be yeah, I mean, this game is gonna be like 160 cards. It's gonna be like 30 euros, very easy. And I will keep working on expansion after that, because the basic card is gonna be like for 4 players, and then we're gonna have an Archean. Archean in our world are like human that looks like Greek and Romans, and we have an orc and a dwarf and Archean, dwarf, orcs, and a barbarian, of course. Yes, but the next 2 expansion is going to be about introducing 2 new players. So we're going to have an elf, somebody's going to be happy, and we're going to have a wizard apprentice. So with those 2 new pack of cards, you can play with 6 people. And with those expansion will come more stuff that you can add on the original pack. And then thank you, Stig. And then we're already planning a third pack of cards, a third expansion where we're gonna be catacombs. That's the wargame website, yes. So there is a rule book over there, but it's a little bit obsolete because we're still working on making sure it works better. But we are almost there. The only problem is that it's in French. So you have a map over there. Yeah, I always love this map. Yeah, that's the map of the middle of our lore, of our universe, Iridium. And Iridium is a planet where, yeah, I'm gonna talk about a little bit of the wargame because it's very interesting. This wargame is built only for player to be able to play with their minis. We are not planning on selling, minis ourselves from our brand. No, the goal of that wargame is for you guys to play your minis that you have on the shelves and you don't play with them anymore because, there is no point with Warhammer rules to play with those minis anymore. And you really love those minis, but you can't play with them anymore because there is no like fantasy. There is no more fantasy world in Warhammer, for example. So we are creating a big playground, actually, with a big toolbox that you can use to play with your mini. That's the whole plan of our wargame. That's why it's gonna be free. The beta version will be free. So I guess it's gonna be ready pretty soon because in June we have our first presentation in a festival, so it should be ready in June, and then we try to translate it in English so you can try it. Oh, it looks like orcs versus Romans. Yeah, because those Archean people are like looking like Romans. Actually, as the goal is for you to play with your minis, the point is to make sure that everybody can play with their minis, and all the human race in our game will be historical, minis. So the first human race is Archean, and they are those Roman and Greek people. And then we have the medieval Archean, which is their cousins, and that's the medieval guys. So for now we just released the orcs, the dwarves, and the Archean, and we're gonna have some goodies that are gonna come pretty soon to help us to raise some money to produce the cards and everything. But for now, yeah, my focus is not on that war game anymore because it's more like Sebastian is the guy behind this war game because he has the brain for that. I'm more a dungeon crawler, so I'm more into this new card game that we're gonna make, and that's what excites me right now. It's that new card game that I can't wait to start drawing. So I will draw those cards here in live stream. So if you stick around with me from time to time, you will see those cards be made here. Because I made the 99 cards that I did draw for the war game here on Twitch. So Stigney here was there all the time back in that time, so he saw them all. He even gave me some ideas for some detail on some cards, like ears that being beaten. There is factions of different type race. Yeah, I prefer dungeons. Yeah, me too. That's why I'm more connected to the new game. Especially this one is gonna be, because I'm really insisting, because Sebastian, the guy with whom I'm working on those games, he's he has a mind of role playing. He's a role player. So we find a nice motor very easy, and there is a lot of potential there, and so he can't he can't stop himself to want to add some stuff in the game. And I say, you know what, it's level 1. I really want to have this game be very easy, like as easy as as any card game for families. Because I know a lot of people that really like fantasy worlds, like Lord of the Ring and everything. But as soon as they want to play a fantasy game, it's all complicated. They have dice and characteristics, and it gets very complicated for them, and they're like, yeah, it's too complicated. So I really want to have a game that even if you don't used to those games, you can play with that. It's very easy, as easy as the Thousand Borns games or stuff like that. So the first level is very simple, and we have a few expansion to work with that, and then we will work on more expansion to level 2 with a little bit more characteristic, and level 3 with we're gonna have more like other way to fight. Because right now the way we're gonna fight is very simple as well. We have like 3 attacks cards each, and we just choose which attack we want to do, and then there are always one attack that win against another one. And it's like it's like this game, like stone, scissors, and paper. It's kind of that, but with attacks. So very simple, and kids can understand that very quickly. My 9-year-old kids can play with that, and he's happy because usually he doesn't really understand what to do. And then this game is gonna evolve, and for those people who are not really into the evolution of the game, they can stick with first level is good. All you need to do is find the entrance of that labyrinth and collect 1,000 golden coin and find the way out. That's the rule of the game. That's the goal. And you will end up being stopped by the other players because some doors are closed and you have to find a key. You ended up being on the stuck in the trap, or ended up having a monster jumping on your back and trying to find a way of fighting him. Or if you're not lucky, hey Dieter. Yeah, Dieter says it's very simple because he tried the game. Dieter is a good friend of mine, and he tried the game, and he's not used to that kind of game, and he got it really quickly. And this guy, because there is a big guy in that game, is a Minotaur, because it's a labyrinth, so the big guy of that place is the Minotaur. And the Minotaur is a huge guy, and with 6, with fixed point of life. That's what we start with. And this dude, the Minotaur, have the same point of life than us. Very hard to get rid of. And Dieter just managed to do that. And I was like, what? You gotta love a Minotaur. Yeah, I mean this, and I'm gonna draw it, huge and big. And you were lucky, Dieter, because I didn't finish the rule for that Minotaur. But just know now that it's almost impossible to kill him when we are level 1. Because every time that dude is gonna hit you, he's not gonna hit you with just 1 point of life. He's gonna get out 2 points of life. I really want, players that cross the path of the Minotaur be like, okay, I'm gonna die right now. You don't really die in that game, because that's something else that I want to make sure, because my wife hates dying with those games. So you get knocked out. you get knocked out and you can't progress anymore. So you need to have, you need to find a magic potion to get some life back and be able to walk again and keep going in your adventure. But you probably lost a little bit of money because, the monster that knocked you out stole you a little bit of your money. I think it's fair because that's what we do when we knock them out. They always value a golden coin value on the cards for each monster, and every time you knocked out a monster, you stole his money. So I mean, I guess it's just fair enough for them to do the same. And what is fun is that all the expansion that come out to make sure that the fun, the game is staying fun and fresh, is gonna be all about fun. Just about laughing and rob their gold. We're gonna have expansion where we find an idea actually, because right now, as the game is built, everyone plays an adventure, and you are a player and you are a game master of your opponent, because you can stop them with a closed door or stuff like that. So they need to find the key, or they need to find a way of opening the trap, and blah blah blah. But with the expansion of the apprentice wizard, we're gonna open up magic as well, and we're gonna create magic mirror. And when you find a magic mirror, you can place that mirror between you and your neighbors, and then you can interact with the adventure of your neighbors. So that means you can create alliance, you can work together through that adventure, or you can just go there, knock him out, stealing money, and go back and destroy the mirror. That's something you can do as well. So depending how you want to play, those mirrors is gonna be very fun. Alliance, you can do alliance, or you can, if you play an orc like me, you just want to steal some money. So you place a mirror, you go there, you try to knock him out, and then you break the mirror when you come back. So you're sure that he's not gonna follow. And bit by bit, every time we're gonna find a new idea, or maybe somebody's gonna give you a good idea, and we're gonna add that. We'll have a new deck of cards, and so bit by bit, that game is gonna become more and more interesting. Just those catacombs is already, it's gonna be something, because you pick up a card and it's an entrance of a catacomb. Like, you're like, am I gonna go there or not? Because it means that I won't be stopped by closed door and everything. I will be down there, but there is some good shit over there. Good treasure as well, better than you can find in the labyrinth. But there is a lot of crap, monsters that can rip you out, and you can't come back from those catacombs until you find a way out. So you can't, you potentially, gonna stay a long time in there if you're not lucky. Yeah. This all sounds wonderful. As always, I need to lurk, get food, and look after my cat, but we'll catch up soon later. Alright, thank you again for your raid. And we'll catch later, I'm sure about that. Have a good day, man, and see you soon. Yeah, that's real fun to create those games. So as soon as you find a nice motor that working for everybody, it's nice to build around it and bit by bit made that more and more interesting. Because I think Sebastian told me that he's planning to go up to level 20. So yeah, you can imagine that. Actually, I will never stop drawing that game because as soon as the first 60 drawings I need for the first pack are done, I'm gonna work on the next expansion, because you know there will be new cards and new people with new stuff to stop us. And the good news is that it's so easy that it's gonna be very easy to translate in English. So I think I'm gonna do a French version, and in the same time I'm gonna work on the English version as well. So we'll be able to sell that game worldwide. Because I'm sure, I mean, just for the sake of the drawings that's gonna be in there, you know, you're gonna want that game. I can guarantee you. I will do a video on YouTube to show you the games when it's done and how we play it. So that's gonna play as an ad for the game. But yeah, we don't really need to say a lot to see that, you know, there is potential there. I mean, every time I'm talking about it, I'm getting excited, so I guess, you know, that means something. Il est minuit? Ah ouais, presque. Bah, ça veut dire qu'il reste une demi-heure. 30 minutes left. Alors ce que j'espère, c'est que le manteau ne soit pas perdu, parce que le manteau est à peu près de la couleur du décor. Mais j'ai pas l'impression que... Non, ça va, je pense qu'il reste quand même assez détaché par rapport au fond. Il faudrait que j'aille faire à manger, moi. Lui, il fait à manger à minuit du soir à chaque fois. Eh bien, écoute, je vais faire à manger. Ouais, je pense. Bah, c'est surtout que le fond n'a pas de grosses lignes bien marquées comme le personnage, donc ça devrait aller. Ouais, le cheval c'est mieux. Le cheval, je l'ai fait en doré parce qu'en blanc on le voyait trop en fait. Ça faisait un peu photobombe. Vous avez pas avancé l'heure en France? C'est quand qu'on avance l'heure? C'est dimanche? Non, c'est dimanche. Since you only use ballpoint pen, what kind of paper are you using? I mean, it's like a thick drawing paper, like 180 grams, and whiter it is and better it is, because my light is coming from the white of the paper. So yeah, it's best to have a very white and very thick paper. Nous, on l'a fait en fin de semaine passée. Mais comment ça se fait que vous changez pas d'heure en même temps que tout le monde? Dimanche en 8. Bah, on n'a pas l'air tous d'accord. Hein. Ah, je suis épaté, moi. Je croyais que tout le monde changeait d'heure en même temps, moi. Thank you. I didn't know you could get ballpoint pen in all those colors. I mean, there is those, you know, fancy 10 colors pen that you can have quite easy with all the color you need. I mean, it's best to buy, you know, all those brands that do multiple layers. You have those like Perfecto ballpoint pen as well that have some nice color. You have Bic that do nice 15 colors as well. The only thing with those is that the ball is 1.5 millimeters, so it's quite big. But yeah, you have the Ink Joy that do some ballpoint pen as well. Those ink are a little bit more fluid than normal pen, but you know they are really good for, you know, in the end when you want a darker color on top of what you're doing. Yeah, they are perfect for that. And yeah, I mean the hunting treasure of ballpoint pen artists is to find all those brands that do colors, because you know you can have like 1, 2, 3, even 4. Like I have 4 different brands of light green in my hand, but none of those light green will be the same. Even there is a light green there, or maybe not on that pen, but and those 4 are completely different light green, so it's good to have very different brand. I really like the texture on all the fabric. Yeah, I mean it's something that you gain, you know, with experience, and you know, drawing fabric after fabric, you find your way to imitate those. I really like to do shiny metal as well, like armor and gold and stuff like that. That's kind of became my specialty somehow. That's what impressed most people. I really like to do portrait as well, so the skin color is something that bothers a lot of ballpoint pen artists. To get a really realistic skin color with only the color we have, it could be tricky when you don't know what to use. So you have to do non-metallic metal on an armor. Of course, there is no metallic ballpoint pen. So you need to use like the black, and you need to use a light blue and a brown and green, and you know, all those colors. You know, I can send you a link to some of the people I do with armor in color, and it's very shiny and everything. Gold as well, with no metallic gold. We don't have actual gold ballpoint pen. Even the one that they sold as gold here, it's not really gold. It's more like a color that you're gonna need. It's gonna be very useful for drawing gold, but it's more like a yellow, a greenish yellow. It's more like this color here. Hopla, I don't think you'll see. So it's not gold really, but it's very useful to simulate gold. Je t'ai envoyé un truc, je sais pas si c'est ce que tu cherches, mais c'est du 1.0. Ah. Attends, je vais aller voir ça. Ding ding ding. Et ça shine de stylo pointe moyenne, encre à base d'huile, corps argenté et doré, couleur noire, mon ami, couleur noire. C'est du couleur noire, c'est le corps qui est argenté et doré. Je les connais ces stylos, je les ai. Faut faire attention. Je me suis fait baiser. Je les ai achetés pensant que c'était de l'argenté et du doré. Et en fait, non, c'est juste le corps des stylos qui est argenté et doré. Je me demande si je les ai pas par là. C'est pas impossible qu'ils soient dans le coin. But yeah, I mean, if you're a good collector, you can end up with a lot of those pens. And all those pencils are, all those ballpoint pens have, you know, quality that you can't have with others. So I'm starting to be known as, you know, like having ballpoint pens, so people send me the one that they don't use. Mais merci quand même pour le lien. Oui, les 1 c'est les stylos normales en fait. Ceux-là, là on voit plus vraiment parce que celui-là je l'ai trouvé dehors. This poor one, I found it outside on the pedestrian path. It's still working, so I'm still using it to draw. Tu les retrouveras quand tu n'en auras pas besoin. Exactement. I got some multicolor ballpoint pens. Never try to draw a multicolor ballpoint or multicolor painting though. Yeah, I mean, they're working. If you're talking about those, you could do, you know, those one are very thin, so it's easy to do a small drawing with those. Just keep in mind that the brown is more like a yellow ochre than a brown, and you don't have a light green in there, but you can already do something. I have, you know, a favorite one as a unicorn, and it's somewhere. Yeah, it's there. Very professional for an orc. Yeah, I really like this one as well. It works pretty good, actually. I think I killed the yellow there. Oh no, they're still there a little bit. I like the mount of the most. It's a unicorn, yeah. Yeah, sometime I'm just, you know, when this one is gonna be dead, I'm just gonna, you know, take the tip and I'll put back the unicorn in there, because it's kind of the same. I just need to take out that and put it there, and I'm ready to go. And I can keep the body there as well, and change it, because all those pens are the same body. So look at this one and this one, and I have a lot of different ones. This one has Brittany in there as well, so it's but there is no brown on that one. That's too bad. I have Mr. and Mrs. there. No brown either. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8. Yeah, that's not good enough. We need 10. I mean, I think I have like 13 different color that I can use. And with those 13 different color, there is like I said, you know, all the greens are different, all the red. Like this red is very dark compared to this red there. I don't even know the brand of that red. Flex Grip Elite. Alright, fair enough. But I like the red of that one. And this one is good too because it's kind of a Bordeaux red. So yeah, it's good too. 53€ les 40. Yeah, that sounds expensive. That sounds expensive. Yeah, 1.6 is big to start the drawing, so it's really hard to start drawing with those big ballpoint pen. But when you just want to add color like that, they are pretty good because, you know, as the ball is bigger, you cover more space quicker. Alright then, I feel like I have to cover the whole thing with brown now, because that's what the rest is gonna look like. Okay, that's gonna be boring. Yeah, that's the only problem with ballpoint pen, is that when you have to cover a large space and you want a flat coat, you know, a flat coat, that's where you prefer to have paint. You know, something that you're gonna do in 2 or 3 seconds with paint, you're gonna take 3 hours with a ballpoint pen because it's very long to do a nice flat uniform color. Yeah, ballpoint pen is not very good to do that. So I guess I'm gonna stop pretty soon. I wanted to finish that half, that's done. So next up will be Sunday evening, I guess, because tomorrow I'm gonna be busy. Saturday I'm gonna be busy all day long. So Sunday evening will be my next stream. So I would like to thanks again to Billy and Babel for the raid and for all those that came with him that stick around. You're welcome to come back anytime. And like I say, soon enough we'll have plenty of, you know, fantasy dungeon crawling drawings to do. Et merci beaucoup à Stig, à Manu, à Rico d'être passé, à Mélibic. Je sais pas si Mélibic est reparti. À Dame Hébert, je suis content de retrouver sur mon chat. Je m'inquiétais un petit peu. Merci tout le monde d'être passé. Thank you Barlow. I hope I forgot nobody that I know. Thank you Elmi for coming as well. We're gonna raid somebody actually. So if you want to stick around, we're gonna see who is online and do a little raid. So yeah, thank you again. À dimanche, yes, Sunday. I'll be back Sunday evening, half 9 p.m. France time. We will keep going on that commission. I'm gonna finish that side actually. Quand tu reconnectes le matin, je dors aussi. Eh oui, bah oui, mais c'est vrai qu'en ce moment, j'essaye de travailler le plus possible pour avancer sur mes commandes parce que je voudrais commencer ce jeu. Alright, let's see who is online. Merci beaucoup, bonne soirée, thank you very much, and see you soon, bye.
Well, Anne-Marie, I'm going to give you a big follow. And because you're super rad, I'm also pasting your Instagram and chat about 12 times. 3 times. So it's easy for people to find you. And then I'm going to turn that thing off. I'm going to follow your channel here. Anne-Marie, when do you generally stream?
I'm Tony Wheeler, the characters guy.